Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Margaton. We're gonna level up and then head to Forgotten Secrets and see if we can't solve the puzzle there. Alright, so for my main character, level 16 of Two-Handed Fighter gives us a bonus combat feat, point into strength, a point to athletics, and greater penetrating strike. Your attacks made with weapons selected with weapon focus ignore up to 10 points of damage reduction, doubling the previous effect of 5. Stealing gets a feat, an additional use of Smite Evil, Trickery, Knowledge World, and Perception. And she gets Iron Will. You get a +2 bonus on all will saving throws. Socio also gets a feat. Low Religion, Perception, and Persuasion. And I'm going to grab Dispel Synergy on him. If you successfully dispel an ongoing magical effect on an opponent, that opponent takes a -2 penalty on saving throws against your spells for 1 round. The Nenio gets a feat. Knowledge Arcana, Knowledge World, Lore Nature, Lore Religion, and use Magic Device. This might not be too bad. I use Icy Prison pretty often. So yeah, let's grab this. Elemental Focus. Your spells of a certain element are more difficult to resist. Choose one energy type, Acid, Cold, Electricity, or Fire. Add +1 to the difficulty class for all saving throws against spells that deal damage of the energy type you select. So we're going to grab Cold, of course. Summon monster is always good to have on hand. I guess we'll grab Fiery Body as well. Alright, Land gets a feat. Athletics, Mobility, and Perception. Let's go and grab this. Improved Initiative. So whatever my character doesn't kill in the first round, hopefully Land does. Arushali gets a feat, and Improved Quarry. At 19th level, the character's ability to hunt his quarry improves. He can now select a quarry as a free action, and his insight bonus to attack his quarry increases to +4. From what, is it +2? Yeah. My Mobility, Trickery, Stealth, Knowledge Arcana, Perception, and Persuasion. And Improved Snapshot. You threaten an additional 5 feet with Snapshot. That's it. Alright, let's go to Forgotten Secrets. We're going to go the long way, because I want to map out all these paths, just in case there's a location that our army didn't see down here. Quick save before we take this fort. Oh, never mind, we walked right past it. Alright, we're gonna head that way though. Take care of the fort first. Gonna go up this way.
Time's not waiting.
A bright future awaits. Oh,
let me help.
I have no idea what's in store for us here. So played a little safe, cast a few spells.
I'm all ears.
Please, allow me.
Oh, it's this guy. Okay. The ghost gives you a slight nod, greeting you as if you were an old acquaintance. Do not deviate from your goal. Will you answer my question? Ask me a question, and I will answer. My third question is about great keepers of knowledge and givers of power. I will show you their symbols. You must tell me their names. A brass tablet appears in the ghost's hands. It is engraved with two symbols. The first is a cogwheel that looks like an eye, and the second resembles a 7-pointed star. A web of intersecting lines spread out from around these symbols. They twist and collide with one another, as if the two symbols are fighting to conquer the entire tablet. You know these are the symbols of two ancient gods of magic, Amaznin and Lasala. They were worshipped in the Aslant Empire before the Earthfall. The two gods were rivals. Amaznin taught that some knowledge should remain hidden, while Lasala's doctrine proclaimed that all knowledge should be shared freely. Both deities have long since been forgotten, and it's likely they perished during the Earthfall. These are the symbols of Lasala and Amaznin. Now, these great givers of power have been dead since the Earthfall. Just like me, the ghost bursts out suddenly, but the emotion drains from his voice, and his tone becomes dull and monotonous once more. All it takes is a little knowledge to begin your journey. If I answer this question correctly, you've taken the next step toward acquiring great knowledge. You may now make your way to the Forgotten Secrets. Reveal its mysteries, and you can continue forward. The secrets of creation will be revealed to the one most worthy. Do not give up your search. A strange melodious sound fills the air. The ghost seems tired as he buries his masked face in his hands. One question, adventurer. Only one before I disappear. Is there anything I can do to help you? I'll remain bound to the Heart of Mystery until someone solves its secret. When that happens, I'll be given my freedom, and then I can rest in peace. But so far, no one has been able to accomplish such a feat. There are many who have tried. So many. The ghost barely manages to finish his sentence. A sudden burst of magical energy surges through his body, and he disappears with a scream. I think we'll be the ones to set him free.
I'll go ahead.
Puzzles haven't been too bad. The newest patch hasn't come out yet. It's currently in beta. Improves the visibility of the tablets in the inventory, which is my biggest complaint with the puzzles. They were so hard to see. There's a couple of symbols that are very similar to one another.
Follow my lead.
Go. So make sure all that has been explored. Let's rest before we enter. Usually there's no fighting in these areas, but just to be safe. You remember nothing. What if you have a family waiting for you somewhere? Or someone you need to take care of? Observation number 250. The cleric boy is once again demonstrating typical projection of his anxieties onto others. It appeared to be a defense mechanism. I'll continue to observe. Alright, Forgotten Secrets. Ancient ruins of Sarkoris inherited from the unknown builders of the Earthfall times. The Sarkorians dubbed this place the Forgotten Secrets. Scattered all over the walls of the ruins are numerous pressure plates, buttons, and levers, the purpose of which one can only guess.
No mistakes. As it should be.
That's a little weird. I don't think there's just a spawn in up there. In the middle of the map. Alright, so there's the cave.
That is not far.
So it looks like we're not supposed to be up there at all. Oh,
Ready for anything.
there we go. Should be mounted up before I do anything.
I'll go ahead.
Alright, so
Together
let's fill out the
we
ones
stand.
around the edges first. Land's probably the best one to do the puzzle because he's very fast.
I'm curious.
Alright, so this here doesn't seem to tell me anything. Let's find one of these tic-tac-toe things and put it here. It's the wrong way. Alright, then we want to put, I assume, this one beside this. Is that the scythe one? Both have scythes. Alright. I have nothing I can put here. These little 4 square tiles might tell me more than I think. I might pay more attention to them. Well, let's see where this gets us first. Alright, so I have nothing I can put here, so this is not the right order.
What's over there?
It's probably another one we can put here instead. Just gonna take that back out and put that one there. Where does he go here? The 7. I don't see that symbol in here anywhere. That is a 7, never mind. Forget what I was saying. It's so hard to see. So these two might have to swap. Gonna take those up, and then we'll put the other one over here, I think.
Tread lightly.
We can try putting this one here. Nope, that also didn't work. We have the ones with the scythe on it, and we have the 7 and this symbol. That tells me what does that tell me?
What's that noise?
Tells me this one needs to go over here. This isn't right. The first tile was wrong. Alright, we'll get through this real fast. And I need to lay down the double tile first. The one with the 2 tic-tac-toe symbols. It's probably a better word for it, but It's the first symbol that comes to my mind when I see it, so I'm going to keep calling it that. Let's start with this one instead. And over here we had the scythe symbols left over, so let's do that. We can follow the same pattern almost to a T. I don't think we have any other of those. We do. I don't think we have another one, do we? Oh, we do. That works out. Alright, let's finish this side first, then we'll worry about putting in that last one. I mean, it's complete.
I'll see to your request.
It's not right, but it's done. So I think these have to be adjacent. That doesn't make sense because there's... Oh, unless it's adjacent this way. We don't have this symbol. So I think a 7's supposed to go here. The scythes go here. I think that's right. This one needs to be the 7. We need to restart this side. Alright. It's taking a little longer than I was hoping it would, but I haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm a little rusty. So I think this tile that we have here needs to go right here. There we go. Alright, cool. Figured it out. What took what? I guess I'd call that 3 tries.
I know the way.
Alright, another elven note for our friend back at the Dresden. Oh, neat.
Follow my lead.
And we got... where's it at? We got this from the Ancient Ghost. We just got padded armor firm steps. This +2 padded armor grants its wearer immunity to trip. I don't get tripped very often, so I don't know how
As
good
it
that would
should
be. I'll leave this area, we'll check our decrees, and then we'll probably go to Sela's quest.
That is not far.
Yeah, I still don't know if those little quartered tiles are supposed to help us, because we didn't have a couple of those symbols. Alright, enchanting the Dirty Squealer. The power in the Stone of Jubilex is ready to awaken. All that must be decided is the nature of the unholy ritual used to manifest it. A plea to become a herald of the Prince of Ooze, or a quest for his dark guardianship. So either way is an amulet. So this one, whenever you cast a grease spell, all creatures within the affected area must pass a reflex saving throw or suffer 5 to 6 acid damage. And then Voice of the Faceless. Whenever you cast an ear-piercing scream spell, the damage it deals is no longer limited to 5 to 6. Instead, it deals 1 to 6 plus 1 per 2 caster levels points of damage. Creatures who fail the saving throw against it become dazed for 2 rounds instead of 1 round. The amulet also increases the DC of all spells with Sonic Descriptor you cast by 2. Well, I think this is the better one. Jubilex heard the call and answered it. I report. Despite all his trickery, Ramzada was once again defeated by the commander. The path to Dresden is now clear, and news of the heroic battle is on everyone's lips in Mendev, and the Abyss. And the reinforcements that came from Canabris and ran into a demonic blockade have turned out to be bait. Once Krumzada heard of the commander's return from the Abyss, he decided to settle old scores. His army has cut the commander's forces off from Dresden in order to engage the Crusaders in a decisive battle. Yeah, but we already took care of that, so... Alright, relics. We have... the Fate of the Stone of Ghostly Pathways. We'll strengthen the chain of command. That's all we can do right now. Alright, cool. Making progress. How's this looking? Alright, so I think here we want to spread out our forces as much as we can. Because these guys do AoE damage in all adjacent tiles. Fine. Paladins are always a sacrificial unit in these fights. Much as I hate to say it. Alright, we have a few options here. Let's try and soften this unit up a little more. So none of these units do a ton of damage to us anymore. That's not good. The first statement was good. The swarm getting back here was not good. Just to clarify. But he can't do anything. Never mind. Alright, and that is a wrap. The magnificent cliffs of the fallen Sarkoris have become a lair for the horrifying Vescivore swarm. The soldiers have exterminated those heinous creatures. What's it, highness? I guess it could be highness. And turned their caves into an impenetrable fortress, with many hideouts, unassailable tunnels, and secret passages. Let's go ahead and build some stuff here. I've heard it pronounced both ways, that's why I... highness. Alright. Alchemist Laboratory, Barracks, Archery Range, and Stables. Another level 13 army. This should be fun. I can hit all of them. That's awesome. Hello there. Is that a tower shield? It is a tower shield. The Crusaders descended upon the enemy in the middle of ongoing negotiations. A small gang of demons was haggling fiercely with a group of strange mortals covered in shadows for an artifact the latter had brought. In the end, it was the commander soldiers who gained the treasure. Before letting out his final breath, one of the mortals promised with an evil grin that the Onyx Alliance would not forget the insult inflicted. According to him, the powerful trading alliance from the Shadow Plane ran operations across many worlds. We have the Shield of Chastise. This +5 tower shield grants its wielder a +4 competence bonus to armor class against touch attacks. That is one of the big weaknesses of armor class. Non-dodge armor class. Alright, see how this army? All the armies in this area are really clustered together, so we're getting a lot of bang for our buck this turn. Have an effect. Holy aura, can I dispel that? Probably not. Oh, I can! One of the Nalfeshnis, killed by the Crusaders, was clutching a huge blood-stained bag in his arms. Inside, soldiers discovered lots of weird trinkets, broken artifacts, relics that had lost their power, and other such oddities. It seems like this demon took joy in collecting broken magical things. Voice of the Cursed Bard. Priests of Shaylin only speak the name of Francis the Cursed Bard in terrified whispers. There was a day when he was one of them, and his fame resounded from Varisia to Andoran. He traveled the world with a song and a smile, and a lovely wife at his side. He dreamt of creating the Song of All, and spent years gathering sounds and notes for the melody that would encompass the entire creation in supreme harmony. The laughter of a child and the confession of love, the triumphant cry and the gentle lullaby, all became sources for his inspiration. The journey brought the husband and wife to Dresden, where the great bard sang for the soldiers to inspire them before battle. One night, darkness descended upon Francis. "You're gathering only the notes of joy, Bard," it whispered mockingly. "But there are so many other sounds you've never heard before," it murmured. "Pay me with the blood of your love. Now I reveal them to you." Francis attempted to resist Nocticula's seductive voice, but to no avail. By dawn, his hand reached for the knife on its own accord. He walked through the city streets covered in his wife's blood, singing his song with a happy smile on his face. Nobody dared to stop him. So terrifying and powerful was his voice. The call brought Francis to Lucianira, where he kept gathering the notes to compose the Song of All. The cries of a mother whose children were butchered in front of her, the moans of a warrior whose hands were being chopped off, the wailing of lovers who would never see each other again. His cruelty astonished even demons. He murdered and tortured women and men, but the smile never left his face. Years went by, and the Song of All was almost complete. The Cursed Bard was lacking one final chord. He came to the flesh markets and walked among slaves, treating them to sweet wine and even sweeter songs. The thralls watched him with hope and timid smiles. They gratefully accepted the cup he offered. The wine's tangy aftertaste quickly gave way to searing pain. The bard's wine casket was full of poison, liquefied innards, and the moans of the dying joined Francis's song as its final note. The Cursed Bard drank the bitter dregs himself. He sang as he lay dying, and was happy. The demons listened to his performance with bated breath. It was a song of all wicked, a hymn to the darkest night, where the cursed fire burns bright. When Francis fell silent, his body was reduced to rancid ooze. The poison spared only the bard's vocal cords, which the demons preserved as a grisly relic. They became a memento of the most frightful, the most remorseless song Lucianira ever heard. Oh yeah, what amulet does Nenio have equipped? That's pretty good. I think this will be better. Just need to start using grease more often. Now, the saving throws, on the other hand, might be worth giving to... No, this is better. Well, Is +2 strength better than +3 damage? Which I only get when I challenge an enemy. I have to think that one over. Or I am undecided. Alright. Take care of this army real fast. It looks like to get to the other armies and forts, we have to circle back up and around. So we probably won't get to them this turn. Try to keep the paladins alive for this fight. Doesn't happen often. When the opportunity arises, we should take it. Alright, another resounding success for our army versus Setsuna Shai. The Crusaders wiped out the coal mine's guards. The hundreds of prisoners finally shambled out from the shafts, barely believing their luck. Soldiers stared at the slaves in horror, seeking to deny them the possibility of escape. Demons had blinded the slaves before driving them into the impenetrable darkness of the mine. So let's have to go back up this way. Alright, I'm going to call the episode here, and the next one we'll go to Gravestone Rock, do Zealot's quest, then we'll probably go back to Dresden, recoup for a bit, and we have this quest here. That's right, they were excavating this, weren't they? We've been here before. It was a place that had a bunch of ruins on it, but there was a mine shaft or something that collapsed. If I remember right. I could be misremembering. What does the description say? Yeah, the old shafts are collapsed. It even says that. Okay. That's what we'll do next time. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one.